EVP with the little boy, why he's still earthbound. He's not looking. He's wanting to know why he had to die. So, I mean, with things like this, with the earthbound, to cross him over to me, the way I have done it, to cross spirits and souls over, I have blessed the area of where they are originally stuck at. You know, they were safe. They felt safe, or they're still punishing themselves. So to me, with that chair that he's talking about, was a punishment. And, you know, he's talking about that chair in that video, or in that recording, and there's a woman, so it could be the woman's spirit is his mom, or the teacher, or vice versa, or the same, that is keeping him there, and there's unfinished business, or he needs forgiveness. I am not sure, but I do feel that the boy's still there. I can still see him. He stands at the door waiting for someone to come in to hear him. He loves being recorded, by the way.
Yeah, obviously, and, you know, more kudos to the SB7 or the instant replay back. Hey, I wanted to move along on subjects, and that is reconstruction or remodeling jobs of homes and what that does. They just had on television, on Paranormal Witness, in Heritage Hill in Grand Rapids here, an old home that was being remodeled to restore it to its original shape. And these homes are about 150 years old. Now, first off, I have a question. It's a twofold question, so hold on, and maybe you can answer them both. Why the hell are spirits only around that we see for like 100, 150 years? Why not 500 years? Why not 1,000 years? Why not 20,000 years? And then number two is, what causes spirit in these homes when they start remodeling it? They seem to become agitated or excited, and then they start, the client or the people inside start saying, things start happening. Mm-hmm. All right, why don't we do the second one first? What's going on with remodeling, and what happens?
You want me to answer now?
Yeah.
Okay, with remodeling, you've got to remember, if it's a soul from 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, 10 years ago, they're still stuck in their realm to the point where they're living in that particular place. They're stuck on that. They're happy. Some of them are happy just to stay there. But when you're remodeling, that means you're replacing something that belongs to them. They don't know that some do not know that they're dead. I'm going to tell you straight out. A lot of them pull me into their time of 100 years ago. Just like yesterday, I was talking to a paranormal investigator from West Virginia here, Martinsburg, right down the street from where I live. And I actually had to find out what was going on in that place. This woman told me the year was 1835. She showed me down the road was the library she worked at. And around the corner was the courthouse that was particularly still there, that she showed me that was there. And he says, well, that's funny because that one was destroyed and one was built. And I said, well, she's still stuck in her time to the point where she feels part of the earth is still exactly the way it was when she's alive.
All right, why does she choose to stick in that time? Or something sticking her there?
I feel that, a lot of the souls dead, a lot of them have unfinished business, a lot of them, their loved ones are still holding them earthbound. I feel that she kept yelling for her fiance. Well, I had her take me to her what the last time she saw her fiance. He was hung in the tree behind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was hung in a tree behind the old courthouse for treason.
I just don't understand. But you say it's there. I don't know why I'd want to hang here. Do they have the same? I've asked these questions through SB7s. When I go on investigations, I do not ask the standard questions. I ask questions like, now that I'm talking to you, do you still have the same feelings, the same physical feelings, the same type of feelings like you get sick, Monday morning blues, do you go to sleep, things like that. They never answer those types, to let you know.
Right.
But why would one want to stay earthbound when they can be near the light, where there's so much more bliss and happiness?
Well, you've got to remember something, David. The thing is a lot back in the hundreds ago, 50 years ago, in the 60s, the 70s, there's a lot of superstitious people that have held on to things like, they're still just stuck in their time. I mean, superstitious is, the gadgets that we have today, they're scared. Most of them are scared to death of them because they can hear the high frequency from it and don't understand it. So they're thinking that it's a evil box or something's going to hurt them.
So what I hear you saying is that spirit, looking at what's happening in the physical world, the human world today, is seeing stuff that is emitting things that they've never seen before, and is scaring the living crap out of them, and is making them afraid to perhaps go to the light?
Absolutely. A lot of them believe that if they have done something so wrong
there you go.
in their past. Did you just say that?
I said nothing, and I've been hearing a couple things.
Well, there was a man just said, "There you go." I heard him perfect.
Yeah, I heard a couple things during the show so far when you were talking. No.
So, anyways,
but
you've got to put me back on track because he's drawing me now.
Now, what I was going to say is that there's a lot of spirit that is afraid to go to the light because they think they're going to get judged.
Absolutely.
Just like when I was at Bobby Mackey's. But in most cases, when you ask forgiveness, it's done. Your sins are gone. That's what Christ did.
Absolutely. But the thing is, you've got to remember, because I was born in the 60s, and I remember my dad.
Right.
My dad
is right. So they carry that mentality still.
Absolutely.
I got you. Yeah.
Absolutely. They feel that if they go to heaven in front of God, the light, that they're going to get judged and they're going to go to hell.
Okay. All right. So there's the myriad. Now, with that in mind, what the hell, speaking of hell, why not 300 years ago? Why not 500 years ago? Now, I have lived in Europe well before I ever got into the paranormal, damn it. I wish I did. I mean, I lived in a city, and across the street was a church that was built in 1000 A.D. Oh, God, would I have loved to. And there were catacombs and things underneath it. Amazing. But anyway, is there some sort of limit of things? Because there were Indians here before and Vikings. Why aren't we getting things from them? Do they finally resolve things and the spirit finally say, okay, we go to the light?
Okay.
I'm losing you, babe.
Can you repeat that again?
Well, how come we're only getting spirits from the last 100 years?
No. We're going to get... Now, the thing is sometimes... hold on. Let me channel this answer for you.
Yeah, I think where I'm going to kill this connection because it's starting to bust us up, whoever it is. If it keeps screwing us up, I'll kill it and recall you back.
Okay. what I'm getting is that we're getting a lot of them from a lot of them, you know, time doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to kill you. Call you right back. All right, folks, we're going to call Lori right back and see if this solves our problem. And I don't think it's paranormal.
Hello.
All right, how's that?
Can you hear me, David?
I can hear you. Let's try it again.
Okay. What I'm thinking is time doesn't, you know, in our knowledge that we have, when you die, there is no such thing as time. You know, there hundreds and thousands of years could be there are today, or there today, or you know, they're still stuck in that time.
Oh, there is no time and space. It's actually a space-time continuum.
I think so. I believe that because I mean, you know, you've got a spirit like the little boy that's with you right now. He's still stuck in the 1900s.
Right. They and nothing advances. I know that because I have asked Spirit, and they came back and told me specifically that there is no time.
No, absolutely.
They can tell you what time they're in, but they don't. And they can do some interesting shape-shifting and appear as you want them to be. The other thing that they have done, too, is how we look to them. They said, same as you were, which invited me on into my research where I started looking into, they look at us frame by frame in the third dimension as a 4D entity can go across us in the 4D model. If you were to look at a tetrasac, you can see it well displayed that they can view us going across and go into any room they want. But anyway, they're caught in their time. Could this little guy who's stuck in time be encouraged by a medium as yourself to go to the light?
With him, I believe something's got to happen to that chair. You know what I'm saying? Or something has to be changed in that house. I don't know what it is. To me and you, the house, it's hectic to me. Arguments, yelling, a lot of debris, a lot of junk. You know, he's unhappy. And he senses that because when you have clutter, your mind is cluttered. When you have a lot of junk around you, you have a lot of energy from that. You know, a lot of people don't realize things like that. With this little boy, he really likes you. He really does. He feels, you know, he's accepted. He still plays like a little kid. But if you could, to me, I believe that if we can tell him that his grandma or his daddy is looking for him and he needs to go to the light to meet him, I believe that we could take him to the light. I really do.
Yeah. Can you do it from a distance?
Absolutely.
Do you need someone there?
What do you mean?
Do you need someone at that museum, or can you just do it from there?
I think I could. Well, I've done it from my home with other mediums. We do prayers. We put them in, you know, protection because they are energy. They are scared, so we send out love, and then what we do is we pull forward one of their loved ones that they remember, and we let them know that they're missing them and they love them.
Yeah.
It's almost like a brainwash, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Is to let him know and feel that he is safe and he's going to be safe and that he is loved and he is missed. And then we send them down a path, a light, you know, the white light, and we tell them that your loved one is right there. Look at them. I mean, when my cousin was killed on the train last year, she was scared to death. Her soul was scared to death. And I had to literally show her what I was seeing, that her mama that passed away years before she died, that died with a brain tumor, that she was standing there waiting for her, and that she loves her and she wants to be her mommy again. That it was okay. You're not going to get judged for what you've gone through because that was your lesson. It was your path. and it was time for you to go home, and your loved ones are there.
Yeah.
And as soon as